Yes, sir. Let's work. All right, so jumping right into it today. Welcome to another Working Wednesday. It's Neal Jones Invest, the real investor, super investor. Let's just jump right into it. I know you're here to learn investing. But first, do me one favor before I give you game and flow. Share with your friend, share with your cousin, your brother, your sister, your daddy, your mama, your business partner, your friend, and leave me one like. Let's work.
I'm working too hard for everything that I got.
It's the end of the working day. Let's relax and kick back and detox our mind and learning something we should all be doing to buy back our peace. First, the Streets is Watching report. Let's get into what we see in the market, seen in the streets. What should we look forward to this week? Let's see what we got. Monday, no reports for us. Tuesday, Small Business Optimism Index, National Federation of Independent Business. Nothing for us really. That's for the day. Consumer Price Index. We want to hear about that. As a long-term investor, you care about the CPI report because it tracks inflation, which erodes returns, influences interest rates, it impacts a sector's performance, and it signals economic health, like helping you adjust your portfolio to protect, your money. Federal budget, U.S. Department of Treasury. We want to hear about that too, definitely. Thursday, Producer Price Index. Yeah, weekly unemployment claims. Nothing for us really. Friday, nothing. Index of consumer sentiment. Nothing for us. Let's pull up the Fear and Greed report real quick. That thing at a 5. Dang. The Fear and Greed index is at a 5, right? That's straight up extreme fear. Basically, Wall Street out here acting, like the rent do. And they lost their job, man. Folks out here dumping stock. I mean, like they selling whatever they can. You know what I'm saying? Like they scared of the dark. But this is when you should shine. Yeah, like when the street gets shaky, right? You know what I mean? That's when we load up. You already know. But in this situation, we loading up on quality, right? Like we loading up on quality stocks. So like expect the market to be moody all week. It's gonna be like hella emotions, all right? Like wild swings, little fake breakouts. But if you know what you own, you just hold it down. Just keep chilling, man. All right, let them run scared. We're gonna run the plays. Let's pull up the VIX. Brown lost so much money. Talking about start at 100, went up to like 201. Now y'all about to, the numbers I'm about to show you, I'm about to give you every reason why these numbers went down. But it's good because we want situations like this. And when I'm in this situation, it's kind of like growing up in that kind of environment. It's like it's different than everybody else because when I get at the low, or when some of us get at the low where other people can't survive at, that's like really like being in that gym. It's like being in that gym and you feel that pain. It's like that's when the muscle grow. So these are those times when we in the gym, we in the field. This is when we making money, bro. This is at the first of the month and the last of the month at the dealership or in the streets. It's the same. This ain't in the middle, bro. The middle was good. We there now. I know y'all see that VIX today. Stop. What? All right, so the VIX is currently at 37.35. It went down. You can see on this chart. Next chart we see for the week is up 10, almost 11 more points from a low of earlier this week. The VIX done went 12.5 points higher than what it was last month in just a month. And year to date since January, the VIX done rose almost 20 points. And again, what is the VIX? The VIX for the volatility index shows how extreme that emotion is by measuring market swings. So it's telling us how shaky or steady the street's feeling, right? Like when the VIX is low, people just like, they calm, they chilling, they doing whatever they doing, they feeling good. When the VIX is high, it's telling us people are panicking, right? It's the weather forecast for money. That's it. Boom. So market moving news, folks. So trade tensions have weighted on the market as the S&P 500 fell for the third week in a row and posted its steepest weekly decline since last September. The NASDAQ has went into corrections. Stuff we already know, we've been keeping up. If you haven't, that's why we're here on Working Wednesday tonight. So United States imposed 25% on most goods from Canada and Mexico on Tuesday, while also boosting existing duties on Chinese imports. The dollar is depreciating. A measure of the U.S. dollar's value relative to a basket of other major currencies was down 2.4% for the week as of Friday afternoon. Basically, inflation going up even more. Your dollar ain't that much. Like, if a PlayStation was $100, now it's $102. $102.40. You figure deal, man. Figure that deal. And today we had the CPI. And what is the CPI? People who don't know. The CPI, or Consumer Price Index, measures inflation by tracking changes. So the most recent CPI, or Consumer Price Index, report showed an annual core inflation rate of 3.3% in January, excluding volatile energy and food prices. That was above the economist's consensus, right? Like what they're looking forward to, or what they wanted, slightly above the previous month's annual figures. Let's pull up the S&P 500 for the day, for the week, for the month. So we're gonna look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 today, in just one day of today, it started off low, but it went up high. So it finished the day off in the green, 9.5% today. That's good. In the last 5 trading days. So since last Wednesday, the S&P 500 is down a little bit more than 0.5% in the last 60 days. In the last 30 days. So in a month, the S&P 500 is down 2.8%. Yeah, so it's in the red. On this month chart, it's in the red. And year to date, so since January all the way till April of today, right? The S&P is down 7%, close to that 10% mark that I'm looking for in the red, right? So why is the S&P 500 important to look at as a long-term investor? The S&P 500 is the heartbeat of the market. It tracks the 500 biggest U.S. companies. So if it's winning, the economy usually is too. Long-term investors watch it to see the bigger picture and ride the wave of the overall growth. The S&P 500 averages 10% a year over time, even with all the ups and downs. That's why most investors invest in the S&P 500 instead of just chasing quick flips. Bring up my account, what I call the inflation portfolio. All right. So you can see the account is at $80,172.81 today. Made a day profit of $143. This account, I started off at $100,000, and then you see it drop down to $80,000. That is in the time frame of me starting this account with $100,000. A couple months later after that, getting up to $208,000, and then riding the wave down to what I have now, which is $80,000, which in this account, my goal is to show you how to get to $1 million. So let's go right into the next segment. Let's talk about the money. World War. Yeah, wine or weed, working Wednesday. Street money, street. First, what you see company name, which is Apple, and then up under it, you see what is called a ticker. And what is a ticker? Ticker just a nickname we call a company on Wall Street to easily look them up. So Apple's ticker is AAPL, and this is a stock. How do we know this is a stock? Because from a stock, and what you can see right up under it, which says Meta, and then which is a ticker, and then it has a dollar amount beside it. What is that called? A strike price, right? And what is it called when we see a ticker symbol next to a strike price? It's called what? An option. Right. You're right. So above it again is Apple. Apple is a stock. Today, are we wine or weed? And what is wine? What is weed? Wine is when we in the red. And what is in the red mean? Red is mean our money is losing money. And green, what is in the green? What is weed? That means our money is making money. So when you see Apple right here, is it wine or is it weed today? It's wine today, losing $202.50. So I'm down 9.3%. Next is Meta. And again, we know this is an option. And so how do we read this? It's Meta hitting $710 by September 19, 2025. Is this wine or weed? You can see it's red over to the right, losing $20,000 inside this option call. So I'm down 84%. Next is Vanguard, VOO. And so it's just VOO. It's no number. It's no strike price beside it. So we back in the stocks. And are we wine or weed? Are we in the green or in the red? You can see we're in the red. So we're going to say weed. Boom. You got it. Easy. I'm making $540.50 today. I'm up 3%, 3.86%. Microsoft, green today, making $89. And again, it's a red day. So it's good to see green on their account. But next, we have nothing but options on right here, right? So we got Palo Alto hitting $205, ANET hitting $122.50, NVIDIA hitting $150, Amazon hitting $150. Most of these from Palo Alto, ANET, NVIDIA, they're expiring this year within 2025. Amazon expiring 2026. We can see all those are wine today. So in the red. Google hitting $150. Wine or weed? Wine. Lilly, Eli Lilly. So this is, again, this one right here is a stock, not an option call. I'm up $768 today. So that's 3.5%. Great. BlackRock today, down a little bit, just down 9.5%. I want to see like 10, 15% possible. You know, I get into those shares a little bit more. Right now, I'm losing $508. Looking to lose a little bit more, so I can go in a little bit more. JP Morgan Chase, up $1,831 being made on there. I think I invested like $4,700 or something like that. Nah, not even that much. But yeah. But I'm up 63% on that right there. And that is street money, wine or weed. Let's talk about the money segment today. Straight. Well, that's all for this form of a class tonight, folks. Thank you for watching to this point. If this show is good, great, or unforgettable, let me know which one in the comments below. If you learned anything from this show, put yes in the comment. To keep the Working Wednesdays evolving and becoming bigger and better, do your part, and I'm gonna do mine. Share this right now with your friend, your brother, your sister, your mama, your daddy. Just share it with 2 people. Like and subscribe, folks. And remember, when we learn together in groups and collaborative learning, people retain information better, solve problems more effectively, stay motivated, and develop critical thinking skills better. So what better way to do it over wine or weed? The new show on the trap, Working Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, New York time, Eastern time, Wednesday. This is Neal Jones Invest with $100,000 worth of information. Boom.